Hello and welcome to Tasting with Mike and Matt. I'm Mike Veach and this is my partner in crime, Matt Kohorst.
Howdy.
And today we're going to do something a little different. About 2 years ago, I wrote a blog on rye whiskeys I'd like to see made. And in that blog, I talked about using things like heritage grains and low distillation proof, low barrel entry proof, heavy toast and number 2 char on the barrels. And I got an email from Herman from Dad's Hat in October of that year after I wrote that blog saying, "We liked your blog and here's what we're making." And a few weeks ago he contacted me saying, "I'm sending you a sample of the whiskey that we made at 18 months old."
That's so cool. So all the specs that you had talked about in that blog,
he is
put into the barrel.
This here, which is I also thought was pretty funny because it's barrel number MV1. Barreled on 10/18/22.
Okay.
The proof is 109 proof now, but it went into the barrel at 103.
Okay. All right.
And it's Rosen rye, heritage grain rye type rye.
Okay.
Rosen or Rosen, I don't know, maybe Rosen, R-O-S-E-N, is the grain that you're using. I'm not sure of the exact mash bill. Herman may have told me, but I don't remember.
Okay.
But in my blog, I suggested, just a little bit of corn to use as a flavoring grain, like, the bourbon does with rye. Maybe 20% corn,
Yeah.
And then malted barley, 10% malted barley, But distilled out at 125 proof, which is very low by many standards today.
Yeah. Was it like 150, 160 today, or what?
Well, some of it, it depends on the distillery, but I've seen it range anywhere from 138 to 148.
Oh, okay. It's a little lower than I was saying, but yeah. Okay, 138, 148. Okay.
And barrel entry proof, like I said, is 103. And this is 18 months old. It's got a little bit of color here in it. Also in a heated warehouse is what it is.
Okay.
A heated warehouse. But the barrels were a heavy toast, number 2 char.
Now, you might have already said this. Where's Dad's Hat at?
It's in Pennsylvania, but it's the eastern part of the state.
Okay.
Up near Pennsylvania and Hershey, Pennsylvania, in that area,
Okay.
Whereas, Liberty Pole is on the western part of the state.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you remember, we did a video where we had Pennsylvania rye and we talked about Liberty Pole being western Pennsylvania style rye and Dad's Hat being eastern.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That was a great video.
Yeah. So this is the whiskey, and I've already sampled it and wrote a little bit of a blog on it. But now you get a chance to do it.
So 18 months.
18 months.
Bottled in October of 2022.
Or barreled in
Or barreled,
October.
I'm sorry.
And I'll tell you, it's got a great nose at 18 months.
It does.
I mean, I've had some 4-year-old ryes that didn't smell this good.
Very peachy.
Yeah, very peachy. And almost a honey.
Yes, fruit. It's got that nice fruity, peachy smell.
Just a hint of oak. A little bit of vanilla.
Now, what's their process? Are they column still, pot still?
They're a pot still.
Pot still.
So let's take a sip. Oh, like I said, it's good. I mean, I'd buy this right now.
That is good. That's very good. 18 months. That's really good.
Yeah, it's just think what it's gonna be like in after it's 4 years old.
You know what it kind of reminds me of a little bit is that that Leaper's Fork Rye.
Yeah,
It's got a lot of those characteristics. Maybe it's the pot still, but
it could be.
man, that is good. That's full of flavor for 18 months. That's full of flavor.
You know what I thought you were gonna say? George Washington Rye.
Yeah, that was the other thing. it does have like it does have that peach punch like that George Washington Rye does have.
A lot of peach, a lot of honey.
Yeah.
Just a little hint of baking spices. Maybe a little allspice or cardamom.
I mean, you really couldn't tell this is 18 months.
No.
That's how good it is. Yeah. Very good stuff.
So let's try it for cranberry, see what it does.
It gives me peaches and cream. A little creaminess to it with that, which it's really nice. It's really
it gives it a little extra mouthfeel, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And to me, it kind of brought out more of a cinnamon on the spice.
Yeah, it does give it a little extra spice there. Wow, I almost like that. I mean, it's as good as it is neat with the cran, which is I really like that. Yeah.
Let's see what a pecan does for it. Took the fruit out of it. But it really brought out a lot of vanilla.
I'm getting a little orange on that one.
Yeah, maybe when I say take the fruit, it took the peach out of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm with you. There's a little citrus note in there somewhere.
Citrus. Maybe it's cardamom more than it is an orange.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, well, that spice kick is more, yeah.
Nice finish.
Very good finish.
Very clean finish. You wouldn't think this is 109 proof.
Well, I just can't believe it's just 18 months old. That's how it is really, it's really good for 18 months.
Let's see what some dark chocolate does for it. I guess we should have been using a Hershey Kiss, since they're up near Hershey, Pennsylvania.
That brings out the peach. That brings the peaches back for me.
Yeah.
And gives it that nice punch of spice. I think it's still like kind of cardamom for me.
Yeah.
It makes the finish really, really nice. It's kind of like peaches and oak just sitting kind of back there. It's really nice.
I was gonna say, to me, it also brought out a little hint of that caramel.
Yeah.
Which is probably from the chocolate, more from the whiskey, but still.
It richens it, yeah.
Yeah, it really is a good combination.
I think they've got a winner here.
Yeah.
I mean, even after 18 months, you could bottle that right now if you wanted to, but.
Yeah, why would you? And you could just wait a few more months,
Wait a little while, maybe a few years. Yep. Be really good stuff.
So.
All right.
Dad's hat, Herman, you're doing a great job.
Cheers.
Cheers.